Then Moses starts going on about Passover and all. He tells folk all about stuff what God had told him to tell 'em. This is day they'll remember forever. It's day we left Egypt in slavery, 'cause God did them miracles. And remember that when they're celebrating Passover, there's not to use none of that yeast stuff. So make a note in the diaries that it's at the end of March each year. That's when God set us off for land of Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Hivites, and Jebusites. It's land what was promised to us fathers and has milk and honey and all that stuff. For 7 days, says Moses, there's not to eat out with yeast, and on 7th day they can stuff their faces. And summat else. When God brings us to land he's promised us, that's to dedicate all firstborn sons to God, and all firstborn male animals. And in future, when children ask, "Now then, Dad, what's all this reet boring Passover claptrap?" they can tell 'em straight. They can give 'em a clip round ear-hole for a start, and tell 'em it's to mark when God brought us out of Egypt, son. He made miracles what'd make the hair curl, and if it weren't for him, we'd still be in Egypt making bricks with straw. So shut thee gob and help thee gran cut a lamb up. And they can tell 'em that it were 'cause Jehovah killed all firstborn Egyptian sons, as we now dedicate all our firstborn sons to God. Well, told people of Israel travelled along a bit, and they didn't go round by way of Philistines, which were quicker, 'cause they'd have to fight all the way through, see? So God sends them round through the old Red Sea wilderness area instead. And while they were about it, Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, because Joseph had made him promise to take his bones out of Egypt when they got free. So they did. After they left Succoth, they camped out at Etham on edge of wilderness, and God gave them a thing to follow. It were this pillar of cloud during day, and at night it became a pillar of fire, so as everyone could see right well even when it were dark.